in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the Powerhouse radio station are those of the host, guests, and callers, are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show found on the Powerhouse radio station can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or conditions. Opinions stated by various contributors to the Powerhouse Radio and its programming are not to be considered as endorsed by the Powerhouse Radio station. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusion. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind.
Greetings. How are you all doing? Hoping that you all are having a fabulous day.
Load up.
Louder.
Yeah.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
You can hear me a little better?
Yeah.
All right. Well, greetings once again to each and everyone. Welcome to Reason Thursdays with yours truly, Lady D, Queen Darespcta. Each and every Thursdays, 8 p.m. up to 10 o'clock hour. Although sometimes I don't know if you clock off or something. I understand massive shouts to each and everyone. Also, big shouts if you're listening via our telephone lines at 667-930-9036. If you're listening via our tuning apps, our Zeno, our shouts on our website at www.dapowerhouseradio. If you're listening via YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or what's the next one? X. Then we want to say massive shouts go out to you as well. I am a lot exhausted today. I'm not even going to act like I'm not. I am a lot exhausted today, but nonetheless, I'm here. So Queen and the Respecter is going to be taking the mantle today, and they're going to be the ones to carry the program today, unbeknown to them. But sometimes you have to just bring things like.
Wow, you throw it on us, hey, that's something.
Throw it on you, but
With the Respecta.
My voice is. I'm going to be there regardless, and I'm going to throw my inputs here and there as normal. So we have some hot topics. But before we go in our topics, you want to say greetings to each and all of your listeners, Queen?
Love, peace, harmony to everyone. I wish the world would be like this, especially in this time of year. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope that you will draw something from these conversations. Big up.
Darespcta.
One love. Every day, all day, every day. One love.
Blessings to you, Donna. Donna says good night, all. Good night.
Good night, Donna.
Blessings to you. Yeah. Well, our reasoning topics. Before we start our reasoning topics, we're gonna have a fine gentleman on our line, on our program, Aubrey Campbell. Yeah, he is a multi-award-winning broadcaster, journalist, and marketing consultant. Having worked in the media field as we are across several platforms, also including Jamaica, JVC, the company, etc. So he's going to be joining us in regards to Radiothon that's going to be taking place this weekend. On the starting out over YouTube's radio is also carrying that Radiothon, and it's in regards to it's to assist in some scholarship for children in the sports out of Montego Bay. Alrighty, and the main event is going to be taking place January the 18th. All right, they're covering track and field and all of these things, right? So we're gonna talk to Mr. Campbell later on about very soon, as a matter of fact. We're going to be speaking with him in regards to, the program. I was advised that it's the second year that they're doing this fantabulous event in Montego Bay. Um, based off of children academics and stuff like that. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more about that coming up. Also, in our reasoning, Queen has some topics. She want to talk about Barbados a little bit. Putting Barbados on the line over there a little bit. Um, Also, we want to talk about we want to reason on the immigration, a little bit information about some of the immigration things that may be changing in the 2025. We also, and the family based petitions and a couple of those things, right? That they're going to be, it's alleged that they may be focusing on more in 2025. The mass deportation situation that they're speaking of as well. And we want to reason a little bit on the United Healthcare person there that was gone down. That was gone down. And then we also going to reason a little bit on relationship. Smart. um, the respecter has brought back this relationship thing. So we're gonna touch back this relationship. I don't know if the respecter tried to prove it up, because the respecter I did not say. I don't think any of us said that it's not both ways. But I'm gonna give you a chance, an opportunity to speak your piece, since you're just adamant on trying to throw this thing back on women. But it's
I was,
you're right.
mm,
It's like no,
yes, that's what I was thinking. The same thing I was thinking.
yeah,
The
he
men
just
need to
tried to just
stand
try
up
to
and
throw
take
it back
responsibility. Yeah,
to the
yeah,
women as if what we were
yeah.
discussing. We already know
Hmm.
that it goes both ways. But anyway, um, Mr. Campbell should be checking in, so we're going to go on and get ready to bring him up live on the air. Greetings, Mr. Campbell. How are you? Hello, hello.
Indy, are you hearing me?
Now I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you now.
Okay, okay. I was trying to go through a system, but apparently it's not. It's some stone wall there. Not a problem.
Okay, that's all right. No, not a problem. How are you doing? Welcome to Reasoning Thursday.
The powerhouse. My goodness, I'm so in love with that name. The powerhouse.
That sounds wonderful. It sounds fantabulous.
And
Fall in love with us, man.
it it it's a powerful coming together. Eh?
It's
Powerful Lady D, the Queen, Darespcta,
yes,
Mama Asid. Damn.
yes. It's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
I'm figuring that I'm on the hot seat.
We don't know. We don't. We yeah. Should we say
We're
hi?
not gonna scare you. We're not gonna scare
No,
you off.
no, and you know what? You really locked out. You really locked in today, because Mama Acid not feeling
Yeah.
too good. She called a minute ago and said that she's not feeling too good. She's a hands-on activist out there, and she went to uh, she went to a demonstration day
Yeah.
before yesterday, and it turned kind of violent out there, and yeah, trampling and all sorts of things, and she was one of them that got trampled. So it's she's kind of a little sore up and things. So definitely everyone keep her in your prayers. She's
Yeah, feel
our
better, my
go
sister.
Yeah, she goes to all of the what should we call it, Queen? Out of respect of the hard stuff.
Mm.
I mean, all of the town halls and all of these stuff. That's her job of that. But whatever she went to the day before yesterday, in Michigan, it was not a good look. Nonetheless.
But,
So
but let me just say that I am feeling the love because when presenters and producers can pivot their regular programs on a dime to accommodate. It speaks to community. It speaks to empowerment, and I'm really appreciating this level of support. In the ninth hour.
oh, not a problem, not a problem. We
Yeah.
definitely appreciate what you're doing. So when DJ VJ Smiles with You Choose Radio
Yeah.
called me this evening and he said, Lady, I need a huge favor. And I said, what is that star? Because that's my brother from another mother. We've been on radio for
Absolutely.
years
Absolutely.
together. Yes, we've been on radio for years together. And he told me the cause, and I says, okay, I can't dedicate much time, but I'm going to go on because we're on some serious reasoning topics tonight. But this is serious as
Yes.
well. This is very serious and it's very
Yeah.
needed and it's important. Tell us a little before I was giving a synopsis of all of your accolades and endeavors here as a multi-award winning broadcaster. I did not
God.
know until I got he just made you seem like you're just some little something. You know what?
But
Yeah.
his bio is impressive.
you know, humbled and honored to be part of the fifth estate, as they would call it.
Yes.
Um, Jumped into broadcasting with the Jamaica Broadcasting Corporation out of high school in Montego Bay, 1980. And I've kind of stayed true to it since then, branching out into not just broadcast but print. Having done having been with the Gleaner Company since 1990, Montego Bay as well too, and transferring to the U.S. out of the New York office where I edit and write, as much as they will allow me to, and doing some marketing for the paper as well too. So I've been in the media for since then, 40 plus years kind of thing, doing a jack of all trades, kind of mastering some.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
And
But
that's
then coming out of, as a matter of fact, the major focus of tonight is the fact that I in high school ran track for Carmel College, and leaving high school formed a track club to continue the running because we did very well at the championships, and so we wanted an avenue to continue running,
yes.
and so we formed a track club, which to this day is my first child, so to speak. So I've kind of been nursing it, nurturing it, and it has over the many years produced help with the footprint that is Jamaica, that is track and field, that is global. So anybody you see out there running in the colors at the Olympic Games, at the World Championships, at the Penn Relays, at the Carifta Games, and any major track and field meeting where Jamaicans are front and center, you can rest assured that they have been part of the program that I have established in 1977, leaving high school, and so that's the first part of the foundation.
Okay.
The second part of the foundation we started last year in Montego Bay again, where we are providing the avenue for youngsters to be able to measure their training and development as they matriculate, as we want to say, towards this senior teams.
Yes.
And so here we are with the grace of Ras Dougal and DJ Smiles on the YouTube's platform this Saturday, hosting a one of a kind event fundraiser. We're calling it a radiothon.
Yes.
For 6 hours. For 6 hours, we are encouraging folks globally to call in, make a donation, and hear a song play as a thank you in their favor.
Awesome.
Okay.
Though that duo over there do some great things here in the Atlanta area. So I just want to say massive big ups to both of you, DJ VJ Smile and Ross Dougal. Um, you know, very, 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 very proud of all of that you all are doing. And to incorporate something such as this into your program is even more wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about the scholarship itself, whom it's for.
Okay.
What does
Right.
it necessarily help assist the individuals who are receiving the scholarship?
Well, absolutely. One of the pet peeves about sports at the scholastic, the school level in Jamaica is that our corporate entities don't seem to understand what it is to get in from the ground up. And so without malice, I want to call them wagonists. They
Yes.
are ready to ride the wagon when it's in full motion.
Hmm. Definitely.
And so here we are using programs like these to identify students, student athletes who have both attributes. They are physically gifted sports wise and they are gifted academically. But along the way, one may suffer for the other. And so we're identifying these situations and bringing them together. So where we see a student that is in sports, we are willing to encourage them along by paying for some books, paying for a one-term tuition, or paying the exam fees because these external exams the fees are exorbitant. When I did GCE, when you did London, and now the CXC as for the Caribbean, the fees are exorbitant, and so parents struggle. Sometimes students have to drop one or two because they can't afford the full complement of subjects. And so we step in and help in our little way we can. And we thank those mom and pop stores who give a little here, a little there to make the whole. And so we give scholarships to athletic departments because you have to manage the professional approach. You can't make them seem to be pro before they turn pro because there are guidelines and protocols and guardrails that you must operate within.
Yes.
So these programs offer that kind of a option to these students. You excel on the track, and you are average in the classroom. We provide you with some tutoring, some extra classes, and help you with some remedial studies, so you can then matriculate into a university, a tertiary level, whether on the island there in Jamaica or overseas. Because when you talk about championships, the boys and girls champs annually, when you talk about the pen relays in Philadelphia annually, or the Caribbean Games across the Caribbean, the scope of coaches from US and elsewhere that are there in the stands with a pen and paper and computer and things,
Yes.
you would not believe it.
Yes.
Next day, the schools and the athletes are getting calls. I mean, where are you in your academics? And so the matriculation process starts.
Okay.
And sometimes it's not as straightforward as we would like it
Yes.
because we didn't pay enough attention.
Okay.
So here we are trying to do it from the ground up and not remedially.
So would it be the teachers or a particular school just based off of the individuals the person's grades and so on that chooses the students to bring forth to you all to say, okay, well, I think this individual is deserving of a scholarship. Is it possible? Can you consider? Is it something, or is it something where persons apply, put in, um, do an essay or apply to your organization for to be recognized?
Yeah, but what it is that we work with the Union of Jamaican Alumni Associations. We
Okay.
work with we work with the Jamaica Administrative Athletic Association, and we work with the Intersecondary School Sport Association. And together, those three entities have the ways and means to then get participation, so to speak, because at each school there is a subunit within the school of past students who are sports inclined, academically inclined, who will then be able to guide the process and identify from early those potential students who could benefit from these scholarships, because it's not a wholesale situation.
Right.
And so criteria becomes essential in identifying and sifting out and then getting to the right persons who will fit, who will matriculate in one way, shape, or form. But that's at the senior level. At the junior level, we are encouraging them in fourth form, which is grade 10, and sixth form, which is grade 11, with grade 12 and 13. So that once they leave fourth form to go into fifth form, they get help to be able to pay for the exams, their school leaving or the external exam that they have to take. Once they get to sixth form, then they are looking to matriculate to a university or a junior college, or as the case might be. And so then now they get that help financially and otherwise in preparing. Because to get to the US schools, you have to do what is called the SAT,
Yes.
Students Aptitude Test.
Yes.
And if you score within a certain range, then you know you are A. Within a certain range, you are B, B plus, and so you want to be in one of those two or three top ranges. That when your name is called, you're ready,
Okay.
and that's where we help.
All right. Queen or the respecter, did you have any questions that you
So
suppose?
so this help, you mentioned three different entities that is involved in this project. Um, do these coaches or teachers comes from these people? Do they appoint these teachers or these coaches to the children, or how is it
Well,
applied?
yeah, yeah. The way it works is that nowadays in Jamaica, schools are required to have certified persons as coaches. And thanks
Mhm.
to the GC Foster College of Physical Education and Sports in St.
Mhm.
Catherine, um, you have persons matriculating every year as qualified instructors, coaches. And so a lot of the schools now in Jamaica, if not all of them, have someone in their curriculum development that can manage. So they're the ones who do the heavy lifting, the dirty work, so to speak, and prep these students when they
Okay.
come to the various championships. Based on how they perform,
Mhm.
they automatically, let's say, I mean, get themselves into contention and consideration for these scholarships, because they're not all. It's not a, like I said, it's not a wholesale thing, and
Right.
so it's the creme de la creme that gets the look, the first look, the first
Mhm.
options, and it comes down, it filters down in that way. But yes, there are persons who are trained and who in the same way carry out the programs and the assistance in preparing these students.
Okay. The
Okay,
respect.
because that was one of my thought. I was also thinking if this is for certain areas, or it's all the rural areas, all over Jamaica, or is it
All
particular
over,
areas
all
that
over.
this is done
Yeah,
in?
yeah.
All
I mean, it's a blessing that nowadays it's not confined to any particular area anymore. So once upon a time when it was only the Kingston schools that get the look and get the best of the best. Right across the length and breadth of Jamaica now, the programs are so together and so unified that you will find that not only the Kingston schools, because that's where the better facilities are located, but the rural coaches know how to put on a show.
Okay.
And when it comes championship time, you can bet your dollar that somebody's going to upset somebody from the rural into the urban and get
Right.
a slice of that pie.
Excellent.
Okay,
Excellent.
that's a good thing to know. Well, it's a good. It sounds like a very good, thing you guys are doing. And does this just is just based on sports or
Yes, yes. The
based
program
on
we're
sports?
doing it's sports centric.
Sports.
And it's track and field in particular.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and this is just maybe one of maybe 100 development meetings. This one is particular for the Montego Bay, the western half of the island, because on any given Saturday in Jamaica, between January and April, you have any one of three or four of such meetings that schools and athletes can go and get themselves prepared and measure their level of preparedness looking towards championship. So this is what it is. And so this is just another option that we're putting in for the West,
Yeah.
for Montego Bay, because again, that's an area that was deficient, an area that there was an opening there. There was space there for this program. And so we did it for the first time this past January, and the response we got from across the island, I mean, left us no option, no choice but to do it again and again and again. And so it becomes now an annual event on the third Saturday every January.
Okay. Okay.
Darespcta.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Last year we had for the first go around 18 schools, and that by any definition, by any measurement, was a major success. Just the first time around, 18 schools, and so we are building on that foundation and looking to have another 5 or 6 schools coming in this year, this January 18th, so to make it another successful event. And the underlying thing there is that we are starting the search for the next Usain Bolt. We're starting the search for the next Shelly Ann Fraser Price. We're starting the search for the next Stafford Powell, for the next Donald Quarry, for the next Merlin Artie. Because when you look at it, sports has given Jamaica a global presence.
True.
Yeah.
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 Darespcta. Darespcta, did you have a
Yes. I want to thank you and your team. Y'all doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I will continue to I will support. I will get with my brother DJ VJ Smiles and Ross Dugal and do what I can
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
to assist.
Humbled. Thank you so much.
Awesome job you guys are doing.
so tell us let's go to the marathon for tomorrow, the radiothon. I'm sorry. For
Yes, radio time.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's I'm not tomorrow, Saturday the 14th. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
taking
Saturday the 14th, yeah.
and it's from
So
6 p.m.
between the hours of 6 and 11 on the YouTube's radio platform, we are inviting a global audience to call in, make a donation, and hear a song in their favor. And the funds earned from the radiothon will be used to buy medals, to make sure that the timing system is first rate, to make sure that officials have a decent meal, to make sure that the officials who are working the event for the day are uniformed, to make sure that we can package the event for the world to see, and also, yes, now offer a scholarship in the honor of one of the outstanding journalists who died last year. He was a sports historian, and so to keep his memory alive, we'll be identifying the most outstanding male and female athletes on Saturday, January 18, and offer them two stipends in the amount of 250 US dollars each.
Okay, excellent, excellent. I just want to commend you all. You're not looking for break in anyone's pockets, because I'm seeing here where the donations is saying $10 to $25. Whom
Yeah,
can afford to do more? I know that we are asking for more to
absolutely,
be done,
absolutely.
but
Very
it's
modest,
yeah.
very modest ask, eh?
Yes, very, very modest acts. $10 to $25 is not bad, and I'll definitely send in my donation as well. Um,
Yeah,
man, is let me see what else on this. So it's taking place the 18th, listening audience of the track and field, the sports developments. It's going to be taking place
yeah,
on the 18th, and it's at the Herbert Morrison Comprehensive High School in Montego Bay. So if
absolutely.
you are even in Jamaica on the 18th, then take a trip over there and go
Thank you so
support.
much, Jazz.
And what we most definitely ask for support for the radiothon that is taking place this Saturday. You can
Yeah,
um, log into www.youchooseradio, that's youchooseradio.com. And as Mr. Campbell stated, do a donation and you can hear a song. All right. So definitely you could choose a song. So you know the gift is great as well. You're getting to listen to your favorite song. All right. So your
yeah.
reward is great as well. So go on and donate. DJ Smiles, I'm gonna call in and give you my song. All
All
right.
right.
Mhm.
Is there
That's a plus.
anything else that you would like to for the listening audience to be informed of in regards to the
Yes.
radiothon, in regards to the
Yes.
organization and
Yes. They can do the options to donate will be a cash app or Zelle or money order or check. We'll have a mailing address for them once they call the phone number 973-510-3148, or they use the email address to request, which is Florida Comets Relays at gmail.com. Or just log on to the YouTube's radio platform. They will see the poster, and they will get all information to be able to make their contribution to what we know will be a worthy cause, and using our first a one of a kind option, which is the radiothon on the global platform youchooseradio.com.
all right. So you heard that, listening audience. Once again, you can send your donations in money order, or you could give them a call at 973-516-3148 for information, or you can go to Florida Comets, COMETS Relay at gmail.com to give all your donations. So if you just so happen to miss the radiothon, then definitely go to the Florida Comment Relay at gmail.com and give your donations that way. Correct, Mr. Campbell?
Absolutely,
All right.
absolutely, positively.
Yes. So, man, I just want to say I thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anyone that you would like to give a shout out to before you go?
I want to shout out Mama Asid. I want to shout out Darespcta, Queen, and Lady D. Ladies, you're in my good book.
And then you have my cousin's name. That's my cousin's name, first and last name.
Wonderful.
Abby Reed. Yes.
Yes. On,
Campbell. Yeah,
on,
Campbell. That's my
on,
cousin's name.
One
on,
moment, please. Yes.
on the special people have them names there.
Yeah, you have the same first and last name. When I heard your name, I said, "Is that my cousin?" And I saw the text that lady sent. And I said, "Okay."
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure,
But it
lady.
was a
My pleasure.
pleasure,
My pleasure.
and you
Humble and
don't
honored. Thank you so much.
It was.
don't be a stranger. You can always link us direct or link us through YouTube's radio. Okay. All right. Blessings. Blessings.
All
DJ B
right.
Smiles. Pick up
Thanks again.
yourself. Radio fun taking place this Saturday, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Folks. Alrighty, log on to the YouTube's radio platform and call in and say DJ BJ Smiles Lady D, Queen and the Respecter. Mama Asid told me to come on over there and to do some donations. So make sure that I'm going to remind you on my show as well on Saturday to log on over there at 6 p.m. All right,
Thank
Saturday.
you. Thank you
And
so much.
DJ BJ Smile will see how I can carry it. Okay, so because it's for a good cause. It's
Yeah, it
it's for
is. Yeah.
it's a good cause.
Thank you so
So
much, and keep the
you
powerhouse going. Keep the powerhouse
definitely,
open.
definitely blessings upon blessings. All
All right.
right, have a
Mhm.
blessed night. Okay. All
Bye.
right. Yeah.
Good night.
So good night. Yeah. So once again, folks, it's all about the radio thon on Saturday after the Lady D show. The Lady D show, it's 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and each and every Saturdays. All right. So then you log on over there to YouTube's radio and check out the radio thon. You can call in for a song. Go to their website and type in the song that you would like to hear. And I'm seeing for more information for Radiothon Phone Bank 347-825-7167. They have a nine, it's plenty of numbers over here. For donations, 973-510-3148. Once again. Alrighty. So blessings upon blessings upon blessings. And I hope as last year, this year would be a complete success for this endeavor here. So Queen and the respect of my dive night, no man.
Yeah, man, make we join. Look here. You hear it say, you send me a clip, lady, and what the clip is saying is that Listeria, Walmart, Kroger, Aldi, Fresh Produce,
Yeah.
vegetables, herbs,
Yeah, they have a serious listeria
and
outbreak.
they say throw it out. That I mean, this is unbelievable. Lady, like you've been saying for 2 years now, or 3 years, or maybe even 5 years, make your own garden.
Garden,
Yeah.
make your.
I still have peppers on my trees. Yeah.
I
Grow
have
your own.
I have a whole freezer full of all of these things, and I'm so blessed that I'm on my last bit of lettuce and stuff like that, and even my tomatoes. I'm on my last bit of it, and I'm like, my gosh, lady, you gave away everything, and instead of you had put aside some more after I read in regards to the listeria outbreak. I said I should
Yeah.
freeze, 'cause I just freeze them, So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm sad about that. Want to say
I'm
greetings once again. I see Donna checked in. Donna says good night all. Big shouts to a dramaless Earthbound. Checked in. She says the first individual says good day, so greetings to you. And Don Minot text in good evening all. So massive shouts to you as well, Don. And yeah, so where we're gonna jump into it.
man. There's
Immi-
a
Well,
lot of
immigrate, huh? What you said there, Spectre?
I got some news today
What's that?
that people around the world is actually listening to my music and liking my music.
Excellent.
And
oh,
Spotify,
okay.
Spotify have me as what he says. They say the people says I'm the top artist of the year.
Excellent. Who is that? Top 40?
Spot, Spotify.
Oh, Spotify.
Yeah,
Well,
Spotify said
well, we want to say congratulations to you.
Congratulations. Yeah.
We definitely have to give him an applause.
Queen wanted to know why I only show that part of my body.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So the reason why I realized that a lot of images are out there
Uh-huh.
without
Mm,
the head, and they're making a lot of money. They're successful, not showing their face. So I'm trying to see if I
mm.
can fall in that category.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. Well, you know what? We gave you the floor tonight. You
Yeah,
see, Lady and I, we're not showing out. We let you get the spotlight.
yes. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Um,
Appreciate it.
the respect. I'm very, very happy for you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You said, Lady D, I'm gonna show you. You said I'm gonna
No,
show
no, no,
you. I
no.
said, well, you go on and show and do what you and what you have to show. You don't have to show me, you just have to do what you're doing. And that I definitely commend you with you're doing what you're doing because it's all about us believing in ourselves, you know. And the
Yes.
Hmm.
more we believe in ourselves and we project it out there to the universe will accept it. So, congratulations to you on being the top Spotify individual.
And your success.
You know,
Yes.
that's
Yes. Yes.
continued, success in your new song, Wildfire. All right. I touched it Saturday, and I've also said that I think I'm going to go into, I have so many individuals' music, that I need to really pay attention to or send it over to Smiles so Smiles can highlight them. And, but big ups to you. I'm happy for you. And but you know my issue when you copyright it on this platform, you can't play it, because we'll be
I
strike.
know.
Yeah. So I'll definitely touch it again Saturday, and so on. But yeah, so congratulations. For persons who want to get in touch with you, the respecter, give them your information.
On YouTube, Keith Blake or the Respecter. You can also Google Keith the Respecter Blake, and everything comes up. I'm on iHeartRadio, all the outlets. Just Keith the Respecter Blake. And my phone number is 770-440911.
Give it, say it again.
770-404-0911.
Alrighty. So for persons who is interested in getting in touch with the respected Keith Blake, you can
Hey,
hit up either way on all of the social media platforms. Are you?
Lady D,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
What?
I know there's somebody laughing right now.
Who's that?
I gave you a number that way back in the days. A girl gave me that. A girl, a girl gave me that number.
What?
Give me that number.
You was drinking. You're tipsy.
Oh, you know, yeah, wait a second. The
I
respected,
think he had a shot before he came on.
the respected
Celebrating.
weird. The rest of said way back in there, and way back
I
in there.
realized the
So
area code.
that person is important because my God, after we about that, then I
No,
still remember the number off of your head.
I'm saying, those are area codes. The operator and 911.
uh-huh.
770-404-0911.
Okay.
Hmm.
Area codes of Georgia Operator 911.
All right.
Mm,
All right. Well, I'm glad you broke it down
mm,
for me. I'm glad you broke it down.
mm. Yeah, I'm telling you, because I was misunderstanding him for a minute
Yeah.
there.
I'm
I was
like,
trying to figure out, okay.
okay. Things that makes you go, hmm. All right. Well,
Mm.
listen, I'm gonna really give you all the floor, cause
No, let's do immigration before you give us the floor. After immigration, you give the floor up.
all right. Well, there's you know, the big man himself is soon be in the office on 2024, right? 2025, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they having it's alleged that there are going to be a lot of changes for the I-130 application for family petition to have your family come up and things such as it's going to be more detailed documentations there. The time is going to be longer before they will grant it. Huge criminal background check that they are
Mm-hmm.
planning to do, and also they're planning to do some home visits now by immigration officials. And they're really going to be very stringent on your financial situation when you're applying for that. These are things that some of the things that they used to do before, but
Mm-hmm.
it is stated that it's going to be much, 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 much more detailed. And
Yeah, and you know that is possible because Mr. Trump claimed that when he gets in there in the White House, move into the White House, he's definitely sending home all those undocumented aliens, he call them undocumented aliens. So of course, you know they're gonna make it stricter because you have a lot of family who apply for or wife who apply for their husband or husband who apply for their wife, but it's illegal, you know, because they're paying the other individual to give them those papers. So you know that's what prompted them, I think, to put in that thing where that clause where they're gonna home visit because that never used to happen before. So, and I think it's part of his plan, his immigration reform plan to get rid of all illegal aliens in the United States or undocumented. That's the word he used.
they
Instead of
had
say illegal.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they had a mass deportation plan Senate hearing today. I was listening to a lot of it, and you have definitely a lot of the Republicans that were airing out things, and you have Democrats that were airing out things as well. But some of what I cannot necessarily pinpoint is a lot of what the Republicans were leaning on in regards to undocumented individuals is how are they going to weed out? They kept talking about, oh, we have to get the bad ones, the criminals, and so on out of here. Those are who we want to focus on getting out because it is an issue where they were speaking of the economy and saying that for them to deport a lot of these immigrants whom do a lot of the work that everyday Americans do not want to do, it's going to have a huge impact on the economy. So they've been pressing that they want to get rid of the bad. They want to get rid of the bad. But really, how do they how do they know who is bad and whom isn't bad until they commit a crime? Queen got dropped off until they necessarily commit a crime or do something against the law. Or if they were in the FBI's radar, they shouldn't even have been able to even come in temporarily, if I feel, if that was the case. So with this mass deportation thing, I don't know. Also within the immigration, changes that it is alleged that may happen in 2025 is also the he's trying to do the he's trying to change the law in regards to persons whom are not legal or persons whom are just resident aliens, etc., that have children here in America to not be able to be born as a citizen. Um, that's kind of sticky there because I was speaking to someone else in regards to that, and they were letting me know that they think it's a violation of the 14th Amendment. Due to my schedule this week, I didn't get to really check into everything in the 14th Amendment and see how that does protect the children's whom are being born in the United States of America if they will continue to have that citizenship status um, or not, or if the 14th Amendment would really, really cover them, that if they are born here, they are and they will be considered a U.S. citizen. So those are really things that I would say to listeners to keep your eye out for and watch it. You know, sometimes just go to your immigration website and read upon some of the things that are going on. You know, some of the new changes that are trying to be implemented. Write to your, if you see something that is not appealing, write to your senators and your congresspersons, you know, your members, and you know, grieve, send out your grievance to them in some of these changes. I don't know if it's going to make a huge impact, but you know, if they receive masses of complaints in regard to something, maybe something can be done. But the mass deportation that Queen was talking about is about, you know, I was watching another program, and they were saying that it's over almost 4 million people who are illegal immigrants. And there's no way that 4 million people is going to be um, deported. They're going to focus first on most of the persons who are in jail in ICE custody, who are scheduled to be deported anyway, and there's a lot of them. And certain other people who cross the border illegally, and isn't a lot of those holding facilities, they're looking to do that. So the guesstimation is kind of sort of like maybe 2 million, and the others is it's alleged that the others that's remaining, they're going to seek amnesty for those individuals. So it's a lot. It's a lot to for us to really pay attention to, and us who are immigrants, you know, to pay attention to, and especially filing for our loved ones, etc. The respecter.
Just none of it makes any sense.
Mhm.
It is wrong. It's unfair. And senators, the politicians, don't care. No matter how much we think they can do something. Some is trying, but majority don't care. It's not right. I mean, these people are trying to live just like everybody else, and their lives are being disturbed. In Florida, they already started. They know where these people live. They know where they work, where they hang out looking for work. So the Home Depots and the Lowe's, the construction sites are being invaded. Apartment complex, they already started in Florida. It is just wrong, Lady D. I mean, a group of people came to this country and murdered the Indians, take over control of this country illegally with violence. And now those same people are trying to get people out of this country but they didn't come in the right way. It's wrong.
So you don't feel that persons need to come the right way?
There are so many people who are in government that came the wrong way. Many came the wrong way. His wife came the wrong way. So why make the law? Why make the law and don't
How you
follow the
know
law?
his wife came their wives came the wrong way? How do you know that?
Huh?
How do you know that his wife came the wrong way? What's her name? Yeah.
It's been all over the internet. It's on Fox News. They all talk about it during the campaign.
Okay. She came.
People,
Not just asking. I don't know. So
it's out there. It's out there. It's out there. It's Google. It's
okay.
out there. Anybody can Google and see it. It's on Fox News. It's on CNN. It's on all the outlets.
Okay. All right. I don't have a problem with persons who yes is coming here to work, legitimate working jobs, and not coming and being a nuisance to the country, And I know of lots of persons who also have pain illegally, but I also know that there also is a process because there are a lot of persons who are taking the right steps on going the right way to enter the country.
But think about this one.
Yeah,
Just go back to slavery.
yeah.
The kidnapping of black people in Africa and other places brought to this country. Which is worse?
Say that again.
The kidnapping of black folks from Africa and other places and brought to this country illegally,
Mm-hmm.
slaved,
Mm-hmm.
beaten,
Uh-huh.
murdered.
Understood. Then which one is worse? You said worse in what way? What coming here or coming here illegally? What's the question?
Kidnapping, which is a crime, slaving someone without pay, they're not allowed to learn to read and write, they're not allowed to earn their own money legally, freely.
What I'm asking is what are you comparing to? Comparing
I'm
to
comparing it to
persons
people
coming.
came into this country today and came in an illegal way without papers.
Well, it doesn't. I don't think that takes a rocket scientist to say that to kidnap persons and to jail persons is gonna be it's a better way than the other. So the question in itself, I won't even forge the answer.
Okay,
Um,
look this
because
way.
it's common sense. But
Look at it
when we
this way.
also when we also think of um, the illegal aspect of it, we also have to say, all right, every single person. It comes to a point where every single person cannot be illegal. Come on now, the respecter. You see,
Everybody cannot be
but
legal.
wait a minute, you see the outcome of a lot of what happened, of what happened, um, in the case of a lot of illegal immigrants coming into the country. You saw where persons here in America, whom veterans, low income individual, legal individuals that are here that are struggling to get a little funding to help them self propel in life. Um, they were discarded, and the individuals who were coming in illegally, they are. I'm not talking about persons that are coming in illegally and going to their family house and going and trying to find a job and work and do what they need to do and fight through the system and put in their proper paperwork to finally become legal citizens. I'm talking individuals that's coming and sitting on the government where there were shelters, there were places that were being made just for them. They were schools and things were being renovated. Stipends were given monthly to individuals that didn't work for it. Yet, yes, some of them commit crime, and there were some that legitimately did not do that. So, if we're talking about continue, if a lot of persons, when they look at it, they're looking at it, well, damn, well, darn it, I can't even get any help. I paid my pay. I filed my paperwork, paid thousands of dollars to do that. Coming here in the right way. You understand? And I can't get any help, but they are getting all the money, etc. I can see how persons would feel upset
But
about that.
the
You understand?
misunderstanding is that story is out there. The misunderstanding is the people that they're giving money and those type of treatment to are people who fall under the umbrella of white
Okay,
from Ukraine and other white countries. It's not the dark skinned people
a lot
who
of
are here.
let's not say that because a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Cubans, a lot of them got the same treatments of being
The
busted.
lighter skinned ones are being treated like white folks.
If you're gonna make this about a light or a
It is. That's what it is. Look,
then okay, you make it about that. But what I'm reasoning on is let's be logical. Everybody cannot flood the borders and expect to come in and get those type of treatment. It's unfair to persons whom are here, whom are working hard, whom file the proper documentations to get here, or whom came here illegally and they are working very hard to make a difference in their life. It's just it's not a good look. So
I
I don't
understand.
think we can
I
defend.
understand that, and I agree with that. But we have to understand that there's fake news that's out there to keep some of us
You sound
thinking one.
like you're starting to sound like Donald Trump, brother.
There's a
I
lot
mean,
of fake
every
news out there to make it seem to
it's
turn
not
us.
fake news.
They're trying to turn us against them.
It's not fake news, and it's not
They're
turning
trying
any
to turn you and I against those
respect.
people.
It's not turning anybody against
That's
anybody.
what they're trying to do,
I
lady.
I know persons in Massachusetts where there were certain areas that they made shelter for these individuals, dark skin, light skin. And they had persons who are citizens, whom are legal resident aliens here, and persons who is out there busting their butt, whether illegal or not, busting their butt out there working that cannot get any assistance, cannot be given first preference to get the documentations that they need. You know, I know people who came here, yes, but they come, they find jobs, they work hard, they're not looking for a handout from the government. And for some persons who are coming in and they're getting this handout, it's unfair. Before they even let them in, the people who already is here that is working hard, some of them without legal status is filing their taxes and doing what they need to do to be able to try to get proper um legal status in America, and is not given the chance because all of the bureaucratic paperwork and stuff that is being held up by those who are coming here illegally. It's not fair. It's
You
not.
are you are falling under the few thickheads who are believing in that story.
So
There's no
I every
government
every
inside
every other week you seem to try to throw an insult. And
government.
I'm not a thickhead, and I'm not none of those stuff that you want to come at me. I'm a realist. Okay? I talk reality and realistics, and I don't talk made up things. And I don't sit here and talk about things that is concocted in my brain. Okay? So I would appreciate you stop throwing names and putting me in categories. Let's
Those
reason
okay. Those
without
stories
putting me
those
in
stories are not true.
okay. to your belief. It is
You
not true.
you can Google. Look it
I
up.
don't need I don't need to Google. I'm talking about
Okay, call your
I
congressman.
see. I'm talking about what I've seen and what persons who I personally know have seen. You are in here in Georgia. Whom do you have in Massachusetts that is telling you and showing you what is going on? You're back at Google. I'm not talking Google. I'm talking reality.
Call your congressman.
I don't need to call my congressman. I have eyes on the ground. So therefore,
Well, I
you
did.
don't need a congressman. And it's the same congressman that you were just saying is filling people up with stuff. People filling people up with stuff in their minds. Google and all of these congressmen, I'm talking reality, I'm talking eyes on the ground, factual.
I still call him because
Okay.
when I have concerns, I call him and I don't stop.
So you are in that group of people that they're filling their heads up with things.
No, I
Yeah.
know I learn the facts first before I call, so I can make sense when I'm talking to him.
Okay. Queen, welcome back.
Thank you.
All it, the Republicans try to make
Thought my phone was.
That's all right, Queen. Go ahead, respect.
Mm.
the Republicans try to make the Democrats look like idiot. The Democrats try to make the Republicans look like idiot, and everybody is trying to make us look like idiots.
That's the system. That's the system from what we can feel it. If there wasn't a back and forth, then there would not be different parties. It would be one party where everybody is in agreement to the same thing. That is why you have Democrats. That's why you have Republicans, and that's why you have Independent. In Jamaica, that's why you have JLP, and that's why you have PNP, and now the new party that they have, the UFC, whatever they call themselves, UIC or whatever they call themselves. That's why there are lots of denominations in this world, in the Christian world, or even people's belief, is because everything is not just on one plateau. People have their own views, and that's why the back and forth comes. So it's you as an individual to make sense and to pick sense out of nonsense. But if you're not gifted with that, then you're going to continue to think about nonsense and
So when you
not
pick when you pick sense of nonsense, what do you do with none?
discard it because it's none. It's not.
Mm-hmm. Troy behind you.
Yeah.
My mom said Troy behind you. Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's just my view in regards to the whole immigration status. I'm not saying that everybody and anybody that comes here illegally should not be given a chance. But you have, when you get a mass of millions of individuals that are coming in, and you have so many individuals already here whom are hard workers. I know persons who are hard workers, and they are having difficulty with trying to get their documentations. They are having them jumping through hoops to become legal. Yet these
Mm-hmm.
illegal persons are able to just be coming in and being handed citizenship on a silver platter. It's unfair. Deal with whom is here, give whom is here their documents, weed out as y'all, as they're saying they weed out, whom you all directly know is here, that is working under working status and would like to stay. Give them some type of amnesty or um some type of something, some type of hope that one day that they will be able to get their documentations and either be registered alien individuals or citizens of the United States of America before you take in these other millions of persons and just throw them paperwork just like that. It's unfair. It's unfair for persons whom are working hard here, whom are legal, and cannot even get proper assistance, proper housing, nothing. It's unfair. That's all I'm saying. Queen,
Yeah.
you didn't get to read if you had any points in regards to the mass deportation and a lot of the things that there it's alleged that's going to be changed in the government when Mr. Trump takes because you brought up this immigration.
Yeah, but like I think like it's just like you say, the give the ones that are here already that are law abiding individual, they work, they contribute to society, they pay taxes, give them the opportunity. Some of them don't pay taxes because some of them the job that they have is I'm talking about the job that you have that is undocumented too. That's what I'm talking about. Those type of jobs from you're working and someone can vouch that he's an individual that works. Then I think they should have the opportunity. They're already here. Now if you're gonna put those restrictions, put it on the ones who are coming in now.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you have to have a limit, and because of the resources going thin, then you do have to have some type of control in the country. So I do agree with you, and I also agree with respect, in terms of giving, one a fair chance and all that. That's it. And it doesn't matter what we say. The government gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. So you just have to live with it.
That's the
Right now,
bottom line. Bottom line.
I'm just bracing myself for Trump's era. Whatever comes along. I just have faith in God, and I know that thing's gonna work out. So, y'all need to buckle down, though, all those people who are not here straight because he have an agenda, and we're thinking it's only going to be in the institution, taking people from there and from who came from the border and on the borderline waiting. It's not just them. He's going to be going out deliberately. I remember many years ago, they used to have people go into the factories and what have you to find illegal aliens in there. And this was happening in New York City. I was living there, and I remember when they used to send the inspectors into these companies and these factories to find out if people are illegal or what have you. It's not a nice thing, and
And you see, like stuff like that, Queen, I don't think that's fair because they are legally working. They are there working. They are legally working and contributing to society. You understand? Could you please turn your radio on the back? They are working. They're at this factory and they're being paid little of nothing. But because of them just wanting their independence and feeling safe and all of that, they are working. They're legally working,
right.
not looking any handout from anyone. Those
Hmm.
individuals are to be the ones I feel to get first preference in getting
Hmm.
their documentations and stuff like that from they can show and prove that listen, since I've been here in this country, I've been working hard. I,
Yeah.
I'm I because I'm not here legally, I'm afraid to file tax or whatever. But I have this
Hmm.
up. I would like to file my paperwork. I don't have any
Yeah.
criminal record. I never got in any form of trouble. Things such as
Hmm.
those is things that I think that the government should look into and give these persons a chance. Persons that come on these work permits, that come and work for the hotels and things like that. Give them a
Hmm.
chance where they may can fill out these paperwork, these applications
Yeah.
to stay instead of having to run off of the job and instead of having to run off, and then become illegal. Give them an
Hmm.
opportunity where they can file their paperwork and say, okay, I would like to stay in America and I will continue to work for
Yeah.
this
Like be a
this
sponsor right then.
or or something like that. But to just
Hmm.
drag people from the border and throw them in front of all of these people is unfair. It's unfair.
Yeah.
Juliet says, I agree with what Lady D is saying. We have to remember that everything is not really black and white or dealing with race. The government needs to reevaluate their policies towards refugees. Yes, yes, I agree, Juliet. Yeah, it's you have a lot of persons who's coming here to work. I know I have cousins, I have family that come and do farm work, you know,
Yeah.
and they would love to come. And sometimes they come and then they go back to Jamaica and they're not able to get back their paper to come back again. And
Yeah.
all they really want to do is just come, make some money,
Work, make that money and go back. Hmm.
and go back, build their little house or whatever. So in order to be able to make this money, stay here and make this money and make a life for themselves or their children or their
Yeah.
parents back at home, they run off.
Hmm.
Because some of them have the uncertainty that they will be able to come back the next.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Juliet also say, I do get upset when someone from another country comes here and get everything me and many others are fighting for. It's not fair. It's not.
Mm.
It's not. And we know life is not fair. We know life is not fair, but still, as you said, Queenie, the government needs, and Juliet says, the government
Yeah.
needs to reevaluate their policies on things like this. If you're going to
Yeah.
some of these establishments and these individuals are in there working, they are working, no criminal background check, they have their child, so on. Give them an opportunity, give them an opportunity. But you're focusing on all these individuals that's coming through on this border, and then you cry and whine that whom is drug dealers and whom is gang members and whom is all of this. Focus on what you have here.
But then what about the people and that they bringing from all these Ukraine and all these other countries
Yeah.
into America and give them citizenship? Right now in Gwinnett County, most of them people, half of them people up there is from Ukraine.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm?
That is the color that the respecter is talking about. A lot more whites and things such as
Yeah.
the respect.
Yeah.
Change subject. Next
Okay.
topic.
Next topic is the respecters topic of relate back to relationship. Want to say big shouts to you. Let's scribe, check
You
in.
don't want to do Barbados before that because that's deep. We've been touching on that and it's been taking up an hour.
Real
Yeah,
quick, real
No,
quick,
this one is
Barbados.
short. This one is short. It's just a
Wait
quick
a minute.
twist.
Real quick on Barbados.
it's real quick.
Go ahead,
What
real.
happened is that the Barbados, they are now doing a parole system. What happened? There's a thing called ELAM initiative, and what that does is it's an initiative to reduce crime rate in Barbados. In 2023, they had 20 deaths, and this year, 2024, they have 45 deaths on violent deaths. So therefore, they came up with this initiative, and what it does is they're gonna do a parole system for people who, even though they violated the law and what have you, but they show that they're changing or getting better. Than they said they shouldn't still be in prison. They should have a system that paroles them out and let them be part of society. Also, they are starting children from let's see, from the fourth grade level. They're now teaching them how to defend themselves, all of that. Especially the boys. It's really the boys is targeted to because they feel that if the boys get that type of attention or care or lessons, then they won't go out there and commit some of these crimes that are being committed there. It's more or less people paying them attention. So they're also developing these programs for these children. It's like an after school program. It's like after school programs where they can go, they can do I saw wrestling and I saw a couple of other things on the clip that they have been doing, and this supposed to help to decrease the crime rate in Barbados. And I say, when I saw it, I thought, would this work in something like this? Even though he did say that the leaders, all the leaders of the Caribbean island, they had met, he didn't particular say who it was, the Governor General of the Attorney General of Barbados. He did say that they did meet the all the Caribbean nation. They met, and it's an initiative that the Caribbean nations are coming up with, are they're more or less experimenting with. So, I didn't hear Jamaica have anything on that. So I'm wondering if they are also included in it, because he did say all Caribbean on the Caribbean islands they are participating. So
Um,
let's see if this can help things.
yes, maybe you can look into it.
Mm.
We do have a caller, and we also have Let's Write posted. President elect is named the man of the year. What's your take?
Say it again.
Let's Write wrote in President elect is named the man of the year. What's your take?
Well, I'm gonna get in touch with Spotify. I don't want to be in that category no more.
Man of the year. Yes, he is the man of the year because the damn things them that he did and got away with it. He got to be the man of the year. For all that he did, all them charges that was against him, and he still became the president. He is man of the year.
So wait a minute, you all didn't think that that was by design?
Of course, everything is by design, lady. Everything in society, in these societies, it's designed in man-made world, not beyond world, but the world we're in here. It's all made up, and it's man made up. God gave us this earth. He gave us the trees. He gave us the bird. He gave us the animals. He gave us the flowers and the bees. But you know what? Man went further, and man added all sort of things because he had the knowledge how to do it. And he wants power, just like Satan did, wanted power. Okay? And that's why we're in this predicament up till now.
Well,
Okay? And man still exhibiting those same traits instead of moving away from those traits there. It seems like they're more indulgent in it than usual.
well, it's Time Magazine that announced that he's Person of the Year, and
Mm.
that's there to each his own. I guess I don't know about Person of the Year. Um, yes, he may have got the most highlighted there, basing it off of um, highlights of the year. Yes, he did. He was most in the media. He's still most in the media. He's was everywhere trying to be in everyone's face. So if those are the criterias of being chose as person of the year, then hey, kudos to him. I wouldn't put much thought into him being person of the year. Yeah. Carla,
Good night, all. It's Donna.
greetings, Danda.
Hey, Donna, good night, hon.
So, Donna,
Hi. Hey. How's everybody doing?
We're hanging
Good,
in
good,
there.
good. Thank God, yeah.
for liking my song.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
What'd you say, Respecta?
Thanks for liking my song.
Yeah. Oh, like I always tell you, my favorite ones and all of that. I like your music because I like the message in your music.
Thank you.
You always, yeah. You're welcome. So,
Always have a good
yeah.
message.
I was listening to your topics and I just wanted to put something in regards to the immigrants. I was just wondering how do they get into the country so easily? I don't understand. Like it's such a mass amount of immigrants, and they're coming in the country illegally, and we have so much highly advanced technology, but
Yes.
they somehow work their way around that surveillance and enter into the country illegally. I'd like to know how is that even possible?
Me too.
It's by design.
Mhm. Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
By design.
I
Yeah,
I
it's
just heard
planned. It's planned. Mhm. Mhm.
Go ahead, Donna.
because I just heard the New York City's mayor say that 500,000 immigrant children are missing.
500,000. We're not talking about 500 or 5,000. We're talking about
No, five.
500,000.
That's
That's
I don't
madness.
understand. You have to, okay. Maybe you guys, you can Google it or go to YouTube and look at the video because 500,000.
It's madness. Um, it's madness. But before we even elaborate on that, Queen's Juliet says very profound, Queen. And Let's Gripe says the Republican did that during Obama terms.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep.
There's also a possibility that all the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that left Ukraine, that this war is more than maybe we believe. Maybe they're taking people from different countries, bringing to Ukraine
Mhm.
to develop that country. Because where else would they be going? If they're not in America no more, where are they?
Well, trafficking. Juliet says, I don't agree with him being voted that. There are many men out there that is doing a better job than he is. They are building towards unity, not tearing it apart.
They should have gave it to Flavor Flav.
You see him back in action, right? He's back in commercial. Flavor Flav with his big cup, big watch.
That's the time, man.
I'm telling you.
Time. Yeah, but Donna, that's something that those are things that makes you go, hmm.
Mhm.
You guys
If
should
they've
look at
registered,
it 'cause I don't
yeah,
know.
they've registered 500,000 individuals, 500,000
500,000
children,
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 just
500,000
children.
children.
So
500,000.
They
is
are
is that
unhoused
are they missing here in the United States or are they missing from their country
in the
of
United
origin?
In
States.
the United States,
In the
they
United
came
States.
as immigrants, illegal immigrants.
They were
I
recorded.
I guess with their families. And
Mhm.
that doesn't even make sense. Those
In
things.
in 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 what year span? How long this been going on? Is it a
Well,
long term thing or it's recent?
he's well the way that he's speaking, it sounds recent.
Mm, I have to look that up. That's something. That's deep.
Yeah,
500,000. That's
we're looking
deep.
we're looking at trafficking. We're looking at
That's
a lot of this organ situation that we've talked about months ago, and
Yeah.
organ donations. We're looking
Mm-hmm.
at
That we've been talking about for a year, 2 years
hidden,
now. Mhm.
yeah,
organ
this
donation. Is they're harvesting
harvest
organs.
of organs.
Yeah, because the
Mhm.
thing is that even my grandbaby, they are. It looks like they want her heart. Okay, so the thing is that there's nothing wrong with these children. They're born perfectly healthy, but through their things that look like it's you're caring for the children, their needles that they give, those biohazard chemical needles, the biohazardous needles. And it's something where they practice these things in the cult. If you look at Jim Jones cult from Guyana, you would see those are the same methods that they used back in those times for the children. He always let them, sacrifice the children. The children
Well,
were
let's
always first
well
to be
let's scribe
sacrificed.
says let's scribe says 500,000 child over exaggerate.
That doesn't even make sense. They are where these who are these? What are they? Where because you can't just get up and leave your country and say you're coming, you're gonna get across the border and come to America. No, this is something else. This is another dimension. This is another planet. This is
Well,
not.
I don't
It
know
doesn't make
about
sense.
500 um children
Five
because
hundred thousand.
500,000 children, because then you have to ask where are the parents for all these 500,000 children. That's
It's
something that
somewhere.
definitely is going to have to look into and see what is
Yeah.
the, as Les Rice says, it was exaggerated.
It's
Juliet,
somewhere. They
uh,
are
I'm
somewhere
going to get
crying.
to I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna expect to. Juliet says, ask Donna if she's counting down the days for her time to talk about her favorite topic. You mustn't say that. Go ahead, the respecter.
The parents are somewhere crying, bawling their eyeballs out. And there's a possibility the new world underground that they're talking about now is everywhere. There's communities under us throughout this country and the world, some parts of the world. So there's possibility the kidnapping of kids is being going underground.
Underground going
Exactly.
to who?
There's lots of underground cities right here in America.
Uh,
California,
That's what it is.
well,
Okay, go
I'm not
ahead.
gonna dispute that because as far as there being um cities being made underground, because we that was a documentation done by conspiracy theory when Jesse Ventura was doing that program on conspiracy theory, and he was showing some actual um, underground
Underground bunkers.
cities, bunkers, and a lot of stuff being made by
Mhm.
or the more the rich folks and stuff like that. And that's why
But
the
look,
program was taken.
you remember last year or the early part of this year when they found that tunnel that was dug in New York City through the store,
Yeah.
and it's like an underground thing they did underneath there,
Well,
where it was even set up as a apartment or something.
Okay. Well, it's
and
You
yep.
when
don't know,
we will
you don't know where it's going on.
we're
When
gonna
you
move from that because Donna getting ready to get deep. Donna, your
no,
time is
I
gonna
just
be in January. We promised you 30 minutes on air without being interrupted with your beliefs of all of what you believe in regards to the other world, into the aliens, into everything. We promised to give you 30 minutes. We're
so we're
gonna
gonna
get
make a flyer. We're
we're
gonna
gonna
make a flyer
yeah.
and
And
we're
so
gonna advertise.
Anna's going to be on to talk about the clonings and all of whatever else.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have it's 9:42 on the Powerhouse Clock. Once again, big up YouTube's radio and Victoria's 89.1 FM. Big up yourself, DJ Smiles and Ross Dougal, Dr. J, and we once again want to remind you all about the radiothon that
Mhm.
is going to be taking place Saturday with YouTube's radio, and it's for a great cause. So we encourage each and everyone to listen. It's taking place between 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. All right, they're asking for donations. Donations,
Mhm.
donations can be called in at 973-510-3148. So you could definitely write this number down, 973-510-3148. You can listen to the YouTube's radio Saturday. I'm going to try to stream it on our platform as well over here. So it's a radiothon benefiting its development program in Montego Bay, Jamaica. So save the date, and it is put on by the Sports Development Corporation in Jamaica. But I'm gonna get the right name because I'm badgering it up and it's not exactly here on the flyer. Well, Comic Club International. All right. And their mission is not the recognition. All right. So we want to say big ups to the Comet Club International, the Mobay Comet Athletic Club, and they're doing the marathon to collect funding to assist with scholarships for academic scholarships for the children in Jamaica. And it's all around Jamaica, but it's being held on January the 18th. At the Herbert Morrison Comprehensive High School in Montego Bay. But the marathon is Saturday, okay? Saturday, streaming live over there, YouTube's radio, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. So call and donate, call and donate. And the perk for donating is you can request a song to be played. Alrighty? So when you donate, you can ask them to play a particular song that you like, and they'll grant that for you, okay? So just be a part of change and be a part of uplifting the youths in Jamaica. 973-510-3148. The Respecta. It's all about your love. What's going on with your love? The Respecta.
I'm gonna give the rest of my time to Donna.
No, don't give us any time, dollar.
Uh,
Go
well,
ahead.
let's do Luigi Mangoro. That's his name, Mangoro, the one who shot the
But all of a sudden know the Respecta get cold feet.
in my barcode.
Yeah, he get cold feet, but it's okay. Um, yeah, Queen is addressing the CEO of the United Health. Um, here that Brian Thompson, I think is his name or something like that. That was
Luigi Mangoro, Mangeri, yeah.
so exactly where you tried to
Luigi.
report about him.
And the thing is that I was looking into it, and I'm saying this guy here, he was valedictorian, he was, I
Mhm.
mean, an achiever. But you see, the thing is that sometimes these insurance companies, they do people wrong. Okay, typical example. I have a plan that takes me to this center called Centerwell,
Yeah, that's you don't
and
need. Yeah,
they cut off. We used to get rides, and all of a sudden, this happened last week. They cut the rides out. Now this is leaving. You see, this is the insurance because we're finding out that Humana is who runs Centerwell. They are the ones who are the CEO for Centerwell, and they cut off. Now these people, they look forward to these activities that they go to each day. Okay, these seniors. Okay, and all of a sudden they just cut the rides out, so you have to find your own ride to get to the center now for these activities, you know. And it is well needed for some of these seniors because some of them don't have socialization skills. It gives them that cognitive skills. It gives them that, I mean, mental stability. It helps them with that, and for them to just cut that out now, half of these patients, these seniors who used to go there, they are now unable to go there, and this is done by insurance company. So sometimes you have a gripe, people have gripes, and you don't understand what the gripe is, because who knows what they denied him? Because from what they're saying, he's supposed to have been a stable guy, never been in trouble before all of this, and all of a sudden he clicked. So something happened with that insurance company for him, and from the letter and stuff that they're finding out, he had a gripe against the company, you know, and that man was the head of it. Right now, they're in uproar.
Yeah, I would say
So
yeah, I would say that something maybe someone he knows or on his own experience, um,
mhm,
or there was something that that particular company did that threw him over the edge. Um,
mhm,
there was in the backpack that they found, they were saying there was photos of a person's spine that had some pins in it, and maybe it's someone dear to him. Maybe it's him himself because they no name or anything was on the photo, but
yeah,
maybe that is something where that individual he was like upset because when just like you said, Queen, in
mhm,
reference to seniors that really need the time out of the home, that
yes,
that center provides them with exercise, provides them with therapy, supplies
mhm,
them with just being able to socialize with other
yes,
individuals, and to cut
yes,
that off, especially with the rise
yes.
in cost right now, that may be a cost that a lot of these seniors cannot afford,
Cannot afford. Yes.
or it leaves them unable to participate anymore, and
Mhm.
that also can cause depression. So a lot of
Yes.
organizations, all of these insurance companies need to look at that. For myself, even, all right, I was
Mhm,
injured,
mhm,
and they didn't want to even. They paid for 2 days of therapy and expected for that to help. When I am paying how many hundreds of dollars a month to these people, but yet they don't want to pay for me to get therapy. You see?
mhm.
So sometimes,
And
and I at that time, I need
yeah.
therapy. So I had to be at
Mhm,
home, and they give you printouts and tell you to go home and practice these therapies on yourself. And some of them you didn't really grasp on exactly how to do it. So when you go
mhm,
home and you're trying to do it for yourself, it's not beneficial and it's not healing you. So yeah, they lots of persons has a lot of grievances with a lot of these insurance companies, and whatever his is, um, I wish him all the best. I pray for the family, for Brian Thompson family, because regardless of whatever, it's still a life that was
mhm,
taken, and the family, um, daughters and sons without their fathers, and grandchildren without their.
mhm.
So it's never a win-win situation in either side
That's
of it. It's definitely not a win-win situation. I'm
mhm,
wondering if this is going to hopefully finally lead to some form of gun reform. Not that
mhm.
it will, um, but yeah, it's funny how you can see such a privileged individual that comes around, and a young
Elder?
privileged individual, because not
Mhm.
he was Victorian and so on. His
All
family,
of that.
his
Yeah.
family, his
Yes.
family
Yeah.
also owns two country clubs, so
Yeah.
they're
He had.
well,
He
well
was. Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
And
they
that's why my question was, what makes a good person turn bad, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
And these are some of the things that why people turn bad, because like I'm still referring to what went on at Centerwell, and right now we are even willing to take it to the media because they first of all they fired the director who really started the program, and the reason why a lot of these seniors are at that center, they fire him because they claim he's giving too much transportation out. He's spending too much on transportation. But he has programs for these seniors, and they feel good and comfortable when they go there. So he gives them the ride to get to those programs. And I think it is so sad because I'm one of those patients, even though I have my own ride, but still, I go to those events, and half of the people who goes there, they depend on those rides that Centerwell send to pick them up. You know, and now I'm finding out that it's Humana, so that's our insurance they're using. They're using our retirement funds to do these things. You see what I'm saying? So we should be getting the service. The seniors should be getting that service. So these things rile us up, because one of the persons I know, she didn't go to even her doctor's appointment. She says she's so upset. Another one told me she feel like somebody died. I mean, so it's affecting these people, and mentally, you don't know. Somebody might click.
Yeah. That's where I said depression, being
Yeah,
when they get used to going out and now they're locked up in the house, unable to go.
right.
Is
Hmm.
But one of the things when you do go back to the center, you can suggest to a lot of them. I know that that is once again still a hefty fee, um,
Hmm.
but they may can seek some of the modern services here in
Yeah,
Georgia
yeah.
from someone if
Well,
they,
we're doing a petition.
yeah.
They draft up a petition, and we're gonna all sign it on the 17th. We're gonna sign that petition
And as a
because without those patients, because they are patients also of Centerwell, they go to the primary care physician there. So I think with that petition, then maybe because if Mr. Lamar comes back, then the program will be as it was before. But right now it's in disarray because people can't get to those programs.
well as the respecter would say, hit up your congressman, hit up your local
Yes,
call
we
call
called the mayor. We did call the
insurance,
mayor.
yeah, insurance companies, and post your grievance on what's going.
Yeah, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. And I'm just saying, that who knows why you click,
Yeah, yeah.
When it comes to medical, I can understand when it comes to medical. It's not like just a person who just crazy and just want to shoot down the kids or shoot down people. But he had some issues with that company.
Well, hopefully one day will come out and we'll have
Hmm.
a full story as to
Right, right.
why he did what he did, and what made him make up his mind to do that. Because obviously he knew he was going to get caught eventually. And
Yeah.
I see that they're sending big up soul to the McDonald's worker that that spotted him. The person who worked at McDonald's where he was eating is the one that spotted him.
Yeah,
Called
yeah.
the FBI in regards to it. Well, they're lucky because I wouldn't even did pay attention because I wasn't paying attention to his face there. Oh, second news.
Can you imagine they remember? Some people have that photogenic memory, Some people have that kind of memory. They
Ju-
just look one time and can tell you exactly what was there.
Juliet says, I know you're getting ready to sign off, but I want to remind everyone that you can hear this show and others on YouTube. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and thanks for the info. Blessings to you, Juliet.
Love you, Miss Juliet.
And
Thank you.
each and every week she does this for us, and this
Thank
is
you,
so
Juliet.
beautiful. This is so beautiful. Yes, please go on over to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, so that you can get notified as to when we are on. Please listen to the station. It's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with the best in radio programmings, R&B, reggae, African music, Afrobeats, etc., soca, all of that jazz right here. Also, be sure to listen to Let's Gripe each and every Wednesdays, all right, with Tonya, Marcus, and McKenna each and every Wednesdays, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Wonderful conversations. And if you got a gripe, you call in and talk about it with them. And also, don't forget, as you're doing right now, listening to Reason and Thursdays, each and every Thursdays with yours truly, Lady D, Queen, Darespcta, Mama Acid, each and every Thursdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. where you get the real truth right here. Also, be sure to listen out for the Lady D show each and every Saturdays from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to resume regular scheduled programming in January, but for the month of December, I'm just playing music and having a good time and playing some Yuletide music, Christmas music, all of those stuff, and just having a good time in the studio. And it's all about love, nothing but love on a Sunday evening. You got to get your candles, get your wine, get relaxed on a Sunday, as Blossom would say, with yours truly, Lady D Blossom and Cool G. All about love. You got your love colors, your love poems, your love questions. Yeah, it's real lovey dovey. So make sure that you check it out on a Sunday evening. That's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. All
Mm.
about love. Let me tell you, you don't want to miss it. Alrighty. And Fresh Vibes will be joining us starting in January with his program. I'll let you know the time slot. It's going to be on a Sunday with the best in soca and some gospel there. So, yeah, we're doing our things over here. And be sure to listen to You Choose Radio, youchooseradio.com. And check out DJ VJ Smiles on the ones and twos on a Tuesday night. He has some new music. Well, Smiles, I told you to get your info over here to me. Alrighty, so some Tuesday nights he has his new music showcase. Ross Dugal have a program over there as well. So I'll get all the information on that and pass it over to you all again. Alrighty. And we just love you all and we just thank you for being a part of us because you could have been listening to someone else, but you chose to listen to us. Go over to our YouTube channel and like, subscribe, and get notified. Alrighty. And if you're on the line, just press that like button before you go. Hit that like button before you go. Please, please. Alrighty. Hit that like button for us, please. The Respecter, you want to say River to your listeners? Once,
Watching, supporting us as always.
and once again, tell them where they can get your music, The Respecter.
Just Google, keep the respect of Blake. And you see everything you need to see and hear.
And your number for a show.
943 212 9901.
All right, so if you're doing any show and you want a great opening act or just a star himself, because as you see, he was named Man of the Year on Spotify or Artist of the Year on Spotify. So we want to say big up and congratulations once again to you, the Respecter. Queen,
What?
Queen, you want to say Arrivederci?
Arrivederci. Night night. Again, it was always a pleasure to be on here to interact with you guys, my co-hosts, and also the listeners. I thank you for tuning in each and every week. Remember, like Lady said, touch that like button, share with your friends, neighbors, everybody you meet, like I do in my list. And just tell them about Evening Thursday. Tell them we're on. Come and join us. Love you guys. See you next week.
Donna, we're definitely going to talk about next month, January, for the new year, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Blessings, you want to say something to the listening audience? You want to tell them Arrivederci?
Yeah, River Dolce, tune in week, same time, same place. Be there, be square.
Right. And once again,
Yes.
want to send our prayers out for to get well soon, Mama Acid. Keep y'all Mama Acid in your prayers. She was at an event day before yesterday, about 2 days ago. She was at an event and it became a trampling situation where, yeah, she was one of those who did get trampled. And so she's home recuperating from that. They even, the Oh, it was crazy. I was told over 50 people got arrested, and it was
Wow.
something crazy. So keep her in your prayers for a speedy, speedy recovery. We love you, Acid. Blessings. We
Every-
love you,
Wow.
listeners. Blessings to
Yeah.
all of our listeners. Thank you all again.
Mhm.
Once again, you can listen
Night, night.
hours a day, 7 days a week. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Love you guys.